comes in there.
Didn't stop it. He knew what was about to happen. Wait a moment.
I see it now. I see it now.
Well, you're not gonna let it do it to you, Pat. What? 8th Street.
To show to you that I'm more good than I am bad.
Stop it. They have a feeling. Don't do it to them.
And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
1v5. And he's sniped by Illusion. Ramity's gonna get gunned again. That was a great nade by Mayo. Should never have gotten that 3-piece.
Yeah, somewhere deep inside of you, I know you want me to. You're just afraid to say. Times we had, I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I'll break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I'll work it out, I'll work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show. Afraid to say real love, now I see you, and I'll make it through to find the life that we once had. I see it now, I feel it now. Real love, now I see you, yeah, you know I do, to make it through the times we had. I see it now, I see it now. Real love, now I'll break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I'll work it out, I'll work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Playoffs Championship. This evening we have Western Outlaws versus Band of Misfits, and we have an all-star cast coming through. Right now we've got me and Heroism. Later we'll have J-Fly and Tugboat. Hero, I'm fucking pumped, dude.
I'm more fucking pumped than you, man. Today is the championship. It is go big or go home, man. This is the moment that matters. We have two excellent teams coming into this matchup. Band of Misfits, Western Outlaws. Can the Western Outlaws redeem themselves after Week 16 with their 3-0?
I just can't believe how close to right I was. I knew Band of Misfits would make it this far. I didn't think it would be WO. I really was expecting an ER push. It stopped, it changed, doesn't matter anymore. Western Outlaws, Band of Misfits. I'm still holding tight to the BOM 3-0. What you thinking?
I honestly think it's going to be a BOM 3-1. You know, we got two great teams here. I mean, they're talking big game there in Western Outlaws. They say that they got this under control. They're going to come out guns blazing like they did yesterday. So they definitely made a statement yesterday that they're ready to win this championship and take it all home and win it for the boys. But Band of Misfits, man, they struggled a little bit on that map 3 and map 4. That Dom map wasn't going their way as map 4 really, you know, determined that. But when they came to map 5, it came to a round 12 search and destroy semifinals playoff. That was exciting, but yet like a lot of heavy anxiety.
I never believed in A7, as I'd said, and I should have. They almost upset BOM last night, shutting down their Cinderella story, and they're still coming, they're still chugging, and they're still going to win this league. But A7, that's a team that you should have been looking out for. So I'll take the fall for that one, man. I talked them down way too much.
Yeah, I mean, they have a good team, and they rebranded to Relentless Esports for Season 2, and they got some players, you know, coming in that roster, and they're definitely going to prove a point and really revamp their team coming Season 2. As, like, the format for the tournament switches, we're going to go to kind of like a CWL, like, old-fashioned, like, bracket play. So they're going to have a good team behind their belt. Band of Misfits is going to be a brand new team, you know, as well, with new org players coming in for Season 2.
Well, nonetheless, Band of Misfits is going to win here tonight. They're going to set themselves up a nice little merch shop, and I'm going to have to buy something from them. That's just the way it is. Now, the question is, are they going to do their original logo design or the new logo design? Or maybe a little bit of both? Well,
if Scump and the boys from Chicago, Huntsman, are watching this, they are definitely going with this new logo that looks exactly like the Huntsman. It's definitely a copyright infringement. I feel bad for Titan ripping the chat. And their new logo looks pretty sick. I like the two axes, and, you know, they'll be a pretty cool shirt. I have never seen a green... Well, no, I lied, because I've seen Optic Gaming's. But I've really never seen...
We choose to acknowledge they don't exist. They're not real.
Yeah, that's right. They don't exist. I mean, it'll be a pretty good logo, to be honest, on the shirt. That's just interesting colors: white, dark green, and orange, and definitely weird colors to choose for a jersey. But it definitely would probably look nice, depending on the designer who does it.
It's unique. I fuck with it. I really like that. Yeah, if they get a good company they pair with, I might have to get a jersey of that. Not a flag. I don't know if I could have that on a flag. I think K7 is gonna take that location. Speaking of flags, Hero, did you know that if patrons win this upcoming raffle, they're gonna be getting a K7 flag?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna be absolutely awesome. So if you're a patron over at patreon.com/K7, you're entered into a monthly raffle in which you could potentially get that K7 flag. Use as a backdrop, round your body with it.
Did you just say custom link?
A custom link for our Patreon.
For the patrons?
Yeah, no, we've been waiting for this day and it's finally come. But yeah, no, dude, the flags look awesome. And you can get a certain amount of raffle tickets depending on your patron level. Not to mention you get a special role within the K7 server. If you're not already there, you actually have the opportunity to look at all the chats like trash talk, everything like that. So you get the really fun chats, you get everything unique, and a soon-to-be-released, more often, weekly podcast called K7 Lockdown. Really good, really fun. Me and Carrie have a lot of fun doing it. Might bring in some guests soon. Might have a different host soon, just to swap things up every now and then. We're going to do stuff very special. We're going to make it come out a lot more often for you guys. That way our patrons are getting what they pay for. We're really excited to start having it released. So Special thanks to Hidden Illusion, Heroism, It's Coop, Sparky, Zanza, Josh Nielsen, TXO Hyper, Clinton Johnson, Dorsey, Jeremy Williams, Quentin DeShazo, Sticky Buds, Chaos Kelly, and Zoopsy. You guys are already the GOAT, and hopefully with this new custom link, people will start hopping on that bandwagon, because come Season 2, there's going to be a whole lot of stuff available for those people.
Yeah, definitely will be a lot of stuff, and it's definitely fun being a Patreon. I'm wondering when the next podcast episode is going to be. I'm wondering who's going to be featured in it, but it's all exciting stuff, so just go to patreon.com/K7 League to get all the exclusive inside looks on K7 and your chance to win the next raffle. It is a pirate flag. Can't talk for the life of me today.
I really want that flag for my backdrop, because hopefully if we get enough income through our Patreon, we'll actually be able to set up some webcams for the podcasts, as well as clips inserted, everything being a little bit more professional, better, and honestly able to be afforded to do something like that. So we have really high hopes for this, and we hope you guys enjoy it. Maybe even get some clips to YouTube so you guys see what you're missing out on. But until then, head over to patreon.com, and you'll be able to be some of the first people to win stuff for free.
For free. Nothing's free in America, but it's free here at K7, so... I just kind of want to point the next part of the discussion here in the pregame too, like the team's records and everything. Coming into this match in the regular season, BOM's record was 6-6. They are the Cinderella team of this league because they were down in 7th place out of all the 7 teams that play, and just really kind of resurrected themselves and came back up and took that 4th spot for the playoffs. After BSA obviously forfeited and also 3-0ing Western Outlaws in Week 16. So that was an important week for them. Didn't think that would happen, but it did. You know, there was that Dom game. That last map was a 1-point win, 147-146. That was a very intense match. They were kind of screwing around back and forth, but, they kind of picked it up. But overall, their map record is 18-24. They're coming in. Overall KD isn't so hot. It's 0.84. They're the 6th overall team in KD. But looking at their competitor, the Western Outlaws, 8-4 record in the season, had a good season, good start of the season until the very last few weeks when things went overboard. Their map count is 26-14. Their overall KD is actually all right for a team. It's 1.14, 2nd overall. Really, their strongest game suit is Search and Destroy, and they got to maintain that here in this series if they're going to play Map 2 and Map 5. So a lot of people are saying this is going to go to a Map 5, Spacefish.
There's no way. There's zero chance this goes to Map 4, Map 5. Western Outlaws, ever since the last transfer week, have won maybe 4 games, or 4 rounds, 1 match. There's zero chance in hell in my mind that Western Outlaws can make any form of a comeback now. Because we already know they're not going to be returning Season 2. They are disbanding. There's zero, true passion in that team anymore except for winning this playoff. So I know the moment they start going down, they're donezoed. Yeah,
they're still wanting to make a statement, though, and win this league championship. So, I mean, it's good that they kind of stuck it out through the end, and it actually paid out for them, coming into the finals.
They're for sure going to fight their way through this match, but... they don't have what it takes. I can almost tell you now, it's going to be a 3-0. They're going to fight their damnedest, but the morale is going to crash the moment they start losing bad, because BOM has got the skills. They are ready to knock out Western Outlaws and prove they were a joke before. They're the God Kings of this league now.
And who do you think is going to go off for them, on BOM? Like, who's really going to go off throughout this whole series out of all the 5 players that they have?
Oh, perfect. For Band of Misfits, per usual, it's going to be Red Dude, Bad Dude. He's amazing at this game.
Did you see the game yesterday?
I actually didn't get a chance to watch it. I only got to hear it all secondhand. I was busy out in the woods. But you give me what happened.
Well, yesterday, that man, Rad Dude, went off in Search and Destroy. 2v1 scenarios, 3v1 scenarios. There was a scenario where I think they were playing their 8th or 9th round, and it was a 1v1, and he got him off the trains in Gun Runner. So definitely big plays from him yesterday. He was on fire, man, and he was pinging high. That whole lobby was pinging high. You can tell by the stream. But overall, like, he played very well, and I think he's going to come out play really well. He wants to take revenge. He actually used to play for Western Outlaws, so don't be surprised if there's any body shooting throughout this match or this game. Just pure frustrations. I mean, it's all fun and games here, but they're here to win, just like you said. Band of Misfits trying to make that statement.
Well, here's the thing. This is another plug for the Patreon, but if you are a patron, you could actually listen in on Cynical, the owner of Western Outlaws, saying his biggest regret is losing Rad Dude Bad Dude, because that's what began the downfall of the Western Outlaws. So if Rad Dude absolutely shits on Western Outlaws, like I know he's going to do, they're going to just hate Cynical even more, and it's going to tear him up inside.
Yeah, it will. He's made bad decisions for his team overall in general, but he's probably learned from them by this point, because not the best of choices that he made.
Well, speaking of choices, what maps did we choose for this championship bout?
So if we take it to the maps and the map outlook, we got Ramaza to start off with Hardpoint. So this is a map that's uncommonly played. They chose this. I think they really chose the maps based on they know what teams play best where to eliminate that from their abilities to play. They're going to take it to Gunrunner for Search and Destroy, which will be interesting. I'm thinking we're going to see a lot of B plants there in Gunrunner. Obviously, that's versus 6. Map 3, we go to Domination. Best score out of the 2 rounds. We're going to go to Hackney for this one. So it's really about when it comes to this, it's about spawns, obviously, just like in the Hardpoint game. But it's really going to come down to that neutralization of C or A. So a lot of these players that are playing tonight really watch CDL and watch what the CDL players do. And one of the biggest things is neutralizing C or A, depending on what side you are and depending on what flags you have possession of. So that's a really good strategy to kind of keep people off B and get B and make those flips. But we're really going to see what's going to happen. When it comes to that Dom game, I'm excited. And if we absolutely need to, which I think we will go to a map 4, we will be playing Hardpoint at Gunrunner again. And this is a personal favorite for both teams. So I think they vetoed Cave and everything that they needed to veto out of the way to get this map for them. So it's going to be really nice to see both teams play Hardpoint on this map. And if we absolutely need to, which I personally think we won't need to, there will definitely be a Ramaza Search and Destroy, which will be intense because Ramaza Search and Destroy is a hell.
I kind of want to just see all 5 maps played out regardless of if it's already done by map 3. Mostly because I really want to see Ramaza on S&D. We don't see that very, very often in the K7 League. And I think it's very fun to watch, very fun to play, and kind of shows a little bit more of your skill.
Yeah, it definitely is. We didn't have the stats in the broadcast to kind of bring up what team records on map is like last time. But, shout out to our team that gave us the data team that gave us some of the data here for today's pregame. It's definitely going to be interesting, to see if we get a map 5. And, I mean, if we do get a map 5, it's going to be even more nail-biting, man. If we can do a round 12 map 5, oh my gosh, I don't know what I would be doing.
Hero, it's round 11. You've done that twice now. Don't.
Is it round 11? My bad. I don't know. I can't
tell
count.
the comments. Don't tell the comments. I know they tried to call you out earlier for it, but that maybe they didn't notice at that time. Bro, I got some semi-sweet chocolate chips next to me. But the only thing better than that is the sweet, delicious flavor of Rogue Energy. Rogue Energy really gets me through my day. I've not had it in a long time, so I want to fucking kill myself. But that's why I go to Gamers Resort. And they say, hey, we'll help you find some Rogue Energy. We'll help you find the deals. The deal of the day, using code K7esports, get 10% off your entire order. 10% off. That's not for your shipping and handling if you only get like 1 or 2 items, but you could get a huge amount of stuff. Like I know Ryoshi bought a ton of Rogue-related stuff, so he probably saved like $30. Dude, like, I'm sure he didn't spend that much, but he loves Rogue.
I go into the Rogue Order Pro for the affiliates program, and I don't know, dude. I see some big orders being placed there. I don't know if Ryoshi's got some competition, or if it's just because he's the one that's just ordering off of there. But absolutely, Rogue is fantastic and phenomenal. Look at that savings of $3. That's a big deal.
That's shipping and handling if you only buy one or two things. But if you buy a ton of stuff, you'll start to see savings. Not to mention our other partner, Fade Grips. They create stuff to stop your hands from sliding off of your controller, whether it be off of your joysticks or off the entire controller. Really helpful. I don't have any. I've heard a few reviews on it, and they're generally pretty all right, especially for the price. They're pretty cheap, and for what you're paying there, they do the job really well.
Absolutely, it does do the job really well, man. We got the 2 casters already sitting in the lobby. I think the lobby's being made now as the ref and the host are getting things set up, man, into this pregame here. We got an exciting matchup coming. Both teams getting ready. Casters are ready to go here. How are you feeling?
Dude, I'm kind of nervous because I've talked to Tugboat one time in my life, and dude's super cool. He's got a lot of reputation amongst the competitive Call of Duty players as being a phenomenal caster. So I'm very, very excited to have him join our list of casters in this league.
Yeah, you want to go introduce the people to our casters for tonight?
Let's go ahead and do it, but make sure everybody you drop a like for Tugboat.
Yeah, drop a like for Tugboat and my man Jay Fly, man. They're going to be covering this game tonight. It's going to be exciting, man. If you have friends, if you have a Facebook, any kind of social media, man, you want to promote this game, this is the game of the century here for Season 1 in K7. And also these 2 phenomenal casters. Big shout out to Tugboat for coming out. Big shout out to J Fly T. You know, they're really doing it big for K7, man. We appreciate everything they do and everything everybody else does.
All right, well, let's go ahead and hop into live broadcast room 1, have a talk with these guys, and let them do what they do best, which is talking.
Absolutely.
All right, we're finally with Tugboat and J-Fly. The day has come, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. We'll have Kyle in here soon, correct? Kamaka?
I have no idea.
I think it's just me.
I just work here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought. Okay, gotcha. I do this a lot, man. I get mixed up sometimes.
Hey, that's how it is the championships. There's never going to be a smooth intro into anything. We just got to get into it, get into the action.
It's K7. We can never get it right.
Hey, I didn't say it. I'm just playing around. All right, we got our teams. Western Outlaws taking on the Band of Misfits in our K7 finals, best of 5. And as far as maps, I'm bringing that up right now. Twitter's just being a little bit slow. Here we go. Map 1, Ramaza. Domination, or the Search and Destroy, will be on Gunrunner. Going over to Hackney Yard for our Domination. Then maps 4 and 5, if we do get there, will be Gunrunner and Ramaza, Jay.
I mean, it's looking interesting. We don't usually get Ramaza in the K7 League. It looks like there's been some strats that have been cooking up and saved for the championship.
Interesting stuff. So these are, slightly different things, not exactly ones you would have expected. I'm all about it. Best Band of Misfits and Western Outlaws. We were talking a little bit about, maybe a little story mode, going into this. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, Western Outlaws, they're going to be disbanding after this series. So, I mean, it's all pride on their side. But, I mean, if they start losing, it could get rolled over real quick.
Yes, sir. We have been going through here for what? This has been a week-long competition? 2 weeks?
I mean, they've been going for a whole season. This championship, though, just started this weekend. Western Outlaws 3-0'd their first-round opponent in the semifinals. And Band of Misfits clutched it out versus the first-place team in Akatsuki 7. They're kind of hot right now.
Yes, sir. A little momentum behind them. That's what I meant. I should have clarified that. The playoffs have been this weekend. We are now on our Sunday here, May 24th, before Memorial Day tomorrow. Right? Nice little fun break after the madness the world has been going through. But we are getting this started here soon. Again, that is Ramaza first, then Gunrunner, then Hackney, Gunrunner, then Ramaza, perhaps 4 and 5 if we do get there. Now, you want to talk a little bit about what these teams will be getting if they take that first prize?
I'm not completely sure. I'm pretty sure they are going to be getting some free merch.
Nice.
Is the deal. So, and
Free
then
merch indeed.
all momentum into the season 2 of this league.
Yes, sir. K7 here cooking up a whole lot for you. Season 2 will be starting soon. Now, let's see. What can we talk about here? So you said the Western Outlaws are disbanding, and Band of Misfits might be gaining a member, one could say, correct?
Yeah. They've got Rad Dude, Bad Dude popping off. I mean, he's their objective guy. He's the GOAT when it comes to that. And I mean, he's got a fire under his belly with this matchup.
Gotcha. Yeah, so 16 weeks of play. Excuse me. That's what the season has been thus far. But yeah, we're going to be getting it started here in just a little bit. Mazda first. I think we're just waiting for both of these teams to get on in. They were just playing just a little while ago, of course. So no reason to believe they're not hot to trot and ready to go. As far as sponsors, I'm going to give anybody a shout out here before we get started.
I mean, we have our trusty. I mean, we call it like a more affordable G Fuel, our Rogue Energy. They're just such a good brand of. I mean, as I said, G Fuel type makes stir into your drink. Just really good for our brand.
Yeah, Rogue Energy doing the same thing, maybe their own little way. Nothing against it. We're going to a very, very brief intermission before we get this one started. COD just getting in the lobby, really, right? So,
yes, sir.
We'll be back with you guys in just a couple minutes. I'm FBI Tugboat here joined with Jay. I want to give a shout out to our producer, Space Fish. Wow, that's a mouthful. Sorry about that. And producing away, making our jobs just so much easier. So, getting in just a minute. Do not tune away. We'll be back with you guys in just a minute. Hello and welcome back, esports fans. We are here live with the K7 COD finals. We've been going for something like 16 weeks or something like this. We finally have our finalist teams. As a Band of Misfits, they will be in our blue and white, I believe, and Western Outlaws.
Green and white.
Green and white. Excuse me. Color is not my strong suit there, Jay. I appreciate you. FBI Tugboat here with Jay Flight, Spacefish down there in producer's box, producing away, making our jobs just so much easier. We definitely appreciate them. Now we'll be having some awesome content coming over from Rogue Energy, another energy drink company making a splash in esports. There's several different more popular ones, but K7 is one, or not Kevin, not K7, excuse me. Rogue Energy is the one we were talking about today. We are just waiting for the last couple more players to get on in here, but we're going to talk a little bit more before we get this started. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. Yep, okay, yeah, we're waiting on one extra player, excuse me.
And I mean, we have some fraggers joining in. I mean, some people to look out for on both sides. I mean, you got Jacob Killer and Badger, and those two are going to probably take up the majority of the kills on the side of Band of Misfits. But on the side of Western Outlaws, War Master is usually the carry.
Gotcha. So some players to watch out for. Love to see it, and always nice to know what is to be expected, correct? Now, what Runner Hardpoint? Let's talk about what can kind of be expected from each of these matches. Cool.
Yeah, let's go through it.
All right. So Runner Hardpoint, always gonna be a bloodbath, but a little bit of a larger map, right? We're not looking at our Gunrunner Hackney Yard for that first respawn. I'm going Gunrunner for the search and destroy. A little interesting, kind of a smaller map, right?
Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of MP5 heavy when it goes to the Gunrunner, but I feel like the Ramaza is going to be way more M4AR heavy.
Yep, 100%. Especially, yeah, Gunrunner, especially with the, well, just straight up. I'm not the first to say it here. The way the MP5 is set up right now, you know, at its damage at distance, the little amount of kick, other things like that, you can still get it done at medium range, and you're really not going to have very long sightlines on much of Gunrunner or Hackney Yard. Now, if we do get down to our maps 4 and 5, Gunrunner and Ramaza again, so really this is just, a Ramaza Gunrunner sandwich, right, with a little Hackney Yard meat right in the middle, right?
Gotta change it up a little bit. I mean, when it goes on the side of Western Outlaws, they're just hoping to get to those S&Ds, because, I mean, they're just showing utter dominance in the S&Ds this season.
Yeah, again, what do they say in the CDL all the time, right? If you're a search and destroy team, all you gotta do is win those and snatch away one of your respawn game types. That will be obviously with the best of 5, that will always be money all day long. Now, I think we've actually lost a couple players, unfortunately, but we're gonna keep on going. It's called vamping in the business for a reason. Other members to watch out for the side of Band of Misfits. Anybody that you are personally looking at, aside from the new player that they're going to get, of course.
Right. Well, Rad Dude is someone to look out for the objective, but you got to watch out for Illusion, especially on those S&Ds. He can pull out the sniper and give you trouble. He's 1v3 easily with the sniper.
Sniper Gunrunner?
Sniper Gunrunner,
I guess from, yeah. What, from Smokestack, I guess there's a lot of... Am I mixing up my maps again?
I don't know. He just likes to pull it out in those close angles.
Yeah. Okay.
He likes to hold them. Yeah, he pulls it out just to switch up the kind of the flow of his movement.
Gotcha. So still a player that can get it done even close range. Interesting stuff. See how that goes. Ramaza. Honestly, I don't like this map very much. I'm just gonna shoot straight. Right. Played plenty of this game. Ramaza is not my favorite. I am way more about the more symmetrical maps, and perhaps that's just coming from old school, Halo and stuff like that. Other games that generally have more symmetrical maps as first-person shooters.
And I mean, usually in the K7 League, teams have been comfortable with that, like the Arklov Peaks. I mean, I'm forgetting the one with the top AC that we usually go to. It might be on our... I don't think it's Hackney Yard. I might be mixing up my maps again. But usually they stick with those comfortable maps. But Ramaza just... That's such a weird throw-in for the finals. You haven't seen it all season.
So we can talk about maybe the strategy that comes to that. Maybe something that one of these teams has kind of been practicing, not necessarily in the K7, but outside of that. Ramaza is not an unheard of map by any means, but definitely nowhere near as popular. CDL all the way down to your amateur scene as Gunrunner or your Hackney Yards.
Right. I mean, the person that you kind of want to look for to kind of start off for Band of Misfits, honestly, is Diggs. Diggs is kind of their entry fragger for at least their respawns. S&D, he kind of falls off a little bit. That's where they kind of look for the Rad Dude and Illusion. But but he's really good in those respawns.
Yeah, so and it's always night and day too. I think Call of Duty is very interesting. You look at some of these other first-person shooters, and generally game types are going to be more centralized, if that makes sense. Especially given that Search and Destroy can always just straight up go for kills. I feel like especially in the AM scene, you see that a lot more than necessarily playing point consistently and bombs exploding and disarms coming through.
Sucked at S&D.
Maza,
Now I'm
you
a
can
god
dig
at
it.
it.
We'll see that in map 5 if we get our second domination.
Wolf
But I never predict a 3-0. I want this going to game 5. I want as much Call of Duty as possible.
I mean, that's what we're looking for in the championship, and Band of Misfits have never been one to go down without a fight, but Western Outlaws clean swept escaping reality a round before. They're looking to do it again today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Western Outlaws here. Left side. Wait. Yeah, left side coalition, correct? Badger,
Yep.
Dig,
Left side and
Cease
Badger on the
Hills,
right.
Red Dude, Bad Tudes, and Illusion for Western Outlaws. Band of Misfits on the right in the Allegiance, Warmaster, Cynical, Brutal, Erase, Wallsy, and KSIJ.
Let's see, Diggs is going to get the opening frag and a third from C-Pills, and that's just going to be 4 dead for the side of Western Outlaws. They've got to regroup. First points going to Band of Misfits, up 10-0. That's a good start for them.
Indeed it is. Go ahead and take it for a second. I'm going to try and put these points up on the top. My bad.
You're fine. I can take it over for here. Just let me know when you're back in. Rad Dude trading out with Jacob Killer. It's kind of evened out here as Western Outlaws take a good chunk of 10 back into the point. 25 seconds left. They can get the lead off this point, but you got to start rotating over to point 2. Badger starting off 1-0, playing super slow. Someone's going to jump right over his head and shoot him in the back. Cynical's going to get a double while that's happening as Western Outlaws taking control of this game.
That was driving me crazy. I have no idea why my kill cam and the score thing on the top was turned off. I don't know.
Good old
roommate playing the
podcaster.
Xbox, or roommate playing the Xbox. Who would have guessed it? So, 452 now up here. Cynical going on a little bit of a killing spree himself. We see that MP5 popping off on the left side. That's Diggs now actually answering back. Triple kill is coming left and right as we looking on to P2. That's Electronic Shop, and it's going to be a bloodbath like always.
I mean, Rad Dude, Bad Dude going even, but having the most objective time for his team as he gets dropped. That's going to be all Band of Misfits in the kill feed except for him as they're going to take the lead on this point number 2.
Yeah, so this is Western Outlaws taking the advantage here. Last little bit. They do get the lion's share this last 20 seconds or so. That will put them solidly ahead and, of course, force Band of Misfits to do something similar on point 3.
Ooh, we might have your teams mixed. Or do you have Badger as Band of Misfits?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. You may have it mixed up. Band of Misfits has Badger, Diggs, C-Pills, Rad Dude, Bad Dude.
Yep. I had it backwards.
Sorry about that. We'll get it all fixed. It's only game 1 as Rad Dude gets the double. That's a big kill for him. Puts him 6-5 on the day as the score is 66-40 on the side of Band of Misfits as Western Outlaws take this first control.
Not sure what. So C-Pills personally is a player that I've casted in other leagues many times before at Illusion as well. C-Pills doing decent at the 8-6. Other members 10-4 for Diggs, big stuff. Badger not getting as involved as much, but he's also not dying a whole lot. 4-3. Illusion, lots and lots of points. 40 seconds for this guy. Unfortunately, 3-7. But this is an objective-based game.
That's correct. I mean, at 7, it's still super even as people are just fighting for this objective. Badger wasn't starting off super hot. He has been given the freedom to roam. And I mean, he's just trying to figure out his opponent right now, see where he can push in, get multiple kills. You'll see those triple kills coming in game 2, game 3.
Driving me crazy.
As Brutal Rays gets the double. It's a big from him. How is he doing on the day? He is doing 8-6 with 20 seconds in the objective time. Just quality for him overall. As he gets a flank on Badger, that's a big kill as he's on a 3 streak. He's going to find another. Illusion gets shredded. 10-6 on the day. Brutal going big for his team when he needs to. He's going to peek C-Pills. That's going to be nice 5. That's the bloodthirsty for Brutal Rays.
Yeah, now moving on over. Lion's share of this hardpoint is left over. MP5 coming through. No sight necessary. Nicely done. Western Outlaws now taking some of their own. There's going to be multiple members now crashing in of the side of Band of Misfits, trying to go through main side, but still on board here with Brutal, looking up top, checking stairs, and more as, unfortunately, a couple teammates died, but he's not done with this killing spree quite yet, but that is the Cynical. Yeah, Cynical there looks like, nope, who killed him? Badger's gonna be the one who puts that bad boy down, stops that killing spree in its tracks. 10 seconds to go here on our point number 4.
7 streak wasn't enough to stop the Western Outlaws pushing back in, or Band of Misfits pushing back in. Badger starting to get involved on a 3 streak, shoots his own teammate for a little bit, but he's going to have this flank on Warmaster. He's going to push in, sees one, kills one, and gets dropped and traded out by Jacob Killer.
Yeah,
sorry,
go ahead. No.
C-Pills with the double kill as Band of Misfits try to make this push, but Western Outlaws have the spawns and are going to hold off and contest, but Band of Misfits get 4 in the kill feed, and they're going to drop all Western Outlaws to take over this point.
On board the Cynical here as multiple members of the Western Outlaws try and ride on into this one. 30 seconds to go, and that's plenty of time that's worth contesting. Another contest does come through as members of Outlaws who try and get back on into this one. Moving on along here with Dead Dude, Bad Dude, but there's not much living throughout this one. That's Brutal Arrays just layering this area.
Brutal Arrays is going big when he needs to. 17 and 10 with 30 seconds as he gets dropped by Diggs. Rad Dude following up with another. That's going to be all them for scrap points, but who's got the rotation? Who's going to get the early lead? It's going to be Western Outlaws as they look to take the lead off this point.
Ooh. Nice job there by Brutal Rays, knowing that that Rad Dude was going to be coming off of that, at least forcing that one out. Now he might be spawning with team, so it might be decent for him, but it's also good for both. Nobody wants to get flanked. Now, last 30 seconds or so, Band of Misfits really running off with this one, but it's going to be a lot of Western Outlaws kills in that left side of the kill feed. Back around to point 1. We're on our second rotation here, Jay.
Second rotation, Band of Misfits looking dominant. I mean, they're carrying the momentum. They were 4th ranked in the playoffs, but looking like the first in the league today. Big.
It is 3 minutes 30 seconds, and at this rate, we might actually get down to time. With both of these guys not really going more than what, a 30-point score difference so far in Ramaza here.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! That was Bad Dude putting on some fancy footwork, netting a kill. It looked like he was, towards the end of his life. But spinning back around again, no sight necessary. As a couple teammates unfortunately fall. That was Illusion and Twinkles. They're both able to find a couple of their own, but Jacob Killer coming back through, wall bangs and more, net them some advantage as we're looking at Electronic Shop again.
I mean, and Rad Dude, Bad Dude, I mean, his scoreline doesn't seem that big, 16 and 17, but the thing is, he has a full minute in the point. He's just holding it down when he needs to, as he drops one on Cynical and gets straight out by walls. Jacob Killer, that's a big kill on Illusion, as they're going to contest this point. No one can find a foothold until Western Outlaws push in for just a second. Badger trying to stop them as they push in.
Yeah, Band of Misfits did get a decent little spawn there. They didn't get the closest one possible, but got not too far away. I believe there was a Dead Silence pop there. Initial one getting in first, but really it just seems like Band of Misfits has been out slaying. Let's take a look at these numbers. 19, 15, 22, 16, 23, 17, 17, 18. So Rad Dude, Bad Dude technically down by 1. Illusion the only one down by 5, but there's definitely more kills to be had between those teammates. Look another side. Western Outlaws 12-18 for Warmaster, Cynical 14-20, Brutal Arrays 22-18. The only one outside of Jacob Killer who's positive for his team, 12-20 Walls, and KSI Jacob Killer 27-19. Has been a lot of trading, and individual hardpoints have been going back and forth, but really the most slaying power has been coming out from the Band of Misfits.
And more specifically, C-Pills. He's on a 2 streak right now, 25 and 18, and he almost has 40 seconds in the point. He's been going big as he drops another for 3 on the life. This MP5 is doing him well. He's trying to get another 5 streak as Jacob Killer's going to peek him from range and drop him with
Nicely
the M4.
done. Yeah, Jacob Killer has actually gotten a lot of multi-kills. It seems that usually when he takes his first, there's going to be a second singing from that M4. It's going to be dropping another one. Just like that, though. Jacob Killer proved me wrong. Caster cursed a little bit as Rad Dude, Bad Dude does take him down with a headshot of all things. Hate to see it. 2 minutes and 15 seconds now as the side of Band of Misfits have really elongated this score difference, Jay.
I mean, they've really kind of just dominated this second rotation, bringing it up. First one to 200. Western Outlaws really just need a good chunk of this and a great early rotation for this next one if they want a chance.
Nice slide in, but Rad Dude, Bad Dude not going to be able to live through that one. C-Pills here for right now. He's on a 1 streak so far as he takes over this hard point down bottom. I think what you said there was the perfect, most succinct way to put this. This has been the Band of Misfits who have come through and really done a great job of sniffing out the Western Outlaws. The second rotation after they had a little bit of time to kind of get used to this team has been all Band of Misfits, and they can win on this hard point. It seems that there is a rotation coming in from Steve Hills, so that's basically saying that he will be sure to have gotten the time on the next one if there is contests for the next 5 seconds. But as it is, that has been way easier said than done. Badger and everybody else just dropping members where they stand. Band of Misfits going up 250, 161, 2 in the first round Ramaza hardpoint.
Wow, and I mean, a big key player at the end was Illusion. He started off 14 and 22, and I mean, it wasn't the best, but he ended on a 6 streak, I mean, including one of his own teammates. But it was the key reason they got those last 40 uncontested points and got that dub as easy as they could.
Yeah, I mean, in a game like this, again, when slaying is not necessarily the objective, I have to give it to anybody who has more than, I would say, like a minute and some change, a minute 30 or so. So really, who I'm going to be looking at is Cynical. 15 and 25 is inexcusable in most respawns, but when you have a full 90 seconds for your team, far and away, 20 seconds more than anybody else, you're going to get the pass in my eyes. Now, looking on over the other side, Band of Misfits, 2 minutes for Rad Dude, Bad Dude, and only 19:22. You said to watch out for this Rad Dude, Bad Dude, and that is a very good point. I can only see him doing similar things and replicating that performance in our next respawn. Now, the big ticker here will be how these teams perform on Search and Destroy. Will this be a 3-0 for Band of Misfits? Because I really feel from this performance here on Hardpoint, Jay, I don't feel that we can really expect something super different for the Domination. Now, they are 2 different game modes, but they're very, very similar, and at the absolute least, much, much more similar than, say, Hardpoint and Search and Destroy or Search and Destroy and Domination.
I mean, it's looking good if you're a Band of Misfits fan, but something you can take solace in as a Western Outlaws fan is that you have an S&D to kind of calm yourself down. You're the best in the league when it comes to S&D. Just get it done there and then retake the Domination. You just have to win one respawn.
Yeah, there you go. The classic advice. So I believe I'm being told we're taking a very short 3-minute pause. These teams are going to come together, figure out what they want to do again, what they want to replicate, what they want to not do again, what they want to cut down on. And I'm going to keep talking for a second because I'm getting mixed information there in the chat. But these times are very, very important no matter which esports you're talking about. This is Call of Duty, and there's a lot of strategy to be had in between these times. You can guarantee that both of these teams are coordinating, communicating all throughout these rounds. There was no time in that first one on the Ramaza J, at least that I saw, that either of these teams were looking like lost or doing like consistently bad things, right?
Right. I mean, yeah. They were staying pretty solid throughout.
Yeah. It was just, at the end of the day, Band of Misfits, a lot of it was the slang, but mostly it was just, it was also the forethought, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm guessing we are going to be taking that 3-minute break in between. We usually take one in between every game just to make sure our refs can set up the lobby. So let's see if Space Fish wants to take that for us. Or is that loading up the game? I hear the match lobby starting. We might be going right into it.
Oh, okay, there you go. Nicely done. Yeah, no breaks here. No breaks till final. I don't know. Gun Runner, Search and Destroy. Classic CDL rule set. We got Band of Misfits up 1-0 in the series after taking down the Western Outlaws in our first game of this best of 5. 250 to 162, just shy of 100 points more than their opponents, the Western Outlaws. Now the Search and Destroy on Gun Runner. We're getting it started here. As we all know, there's the first to 6.
Yeah, first to 6. You don't want to go to round 11 if you're any team. The nerves will be way too high there. You're trying to take it earlier if you're the side of Band of Misfits.
Absolutely. Got Band of Misfits spawning over. Wait, yeah, that is Band of Misfits. Okay, they did not switch. I thought I was going to be bamboozled again.
Oh, no.
Badger and company over here on the left. Band of Misfits spawning more that northwest side. As the Western Outlaws spawning other side. Now, Western Outlaws is going to be the one who's striking first, though. That is Cynical with his first kill. Diggs impelled by that as we see Band of Misfits on its attack.
Brutal Array is going to try to nade the bomb carrier, but he's going to get naded by his own teammate, War Master, dying and taking one with him.
You can't be doing that. And Search and Destroy, especially the first one. We talk all the time about momentum, Jay, and really like where your mind is at, you know? Can't be taken out in teammates, unfortunately. But this is only the first round. Bomb has been planted. 22 seconds on it. Now we have a Cynical. He's gotten 2 kills so far. That's who I'm gonna be watching along here with.
He misses one behind him. He would have had to get the ace to clutch, but it's going to be 1-0 Band of Misfits.
Yeah, decently dominant. I think they had 3 members left.
Yeah, it wasn't a 1v3, and the only 2 dead were from Cynical, so not looking good on the side of Western Outlaws. I mean, once they lost the first game, they're starting to crumple.
Yeah, I would say that in the situation, you know, if Badger was doing something like that on a respawn, sitting in corner like that, now if he's certain beyond certainties the respawns are coming back, then okay, you know, play your life, take out a couple. But that's just clean play all the way through. You have search and destroy, you have 1 player to go. This isn't going to be the end of the game by any means. Just sit right there, don't make any noise, shoot the player in the back when he comes around. Just like that, C-Pill's taking first blood again. Lots of smoke going out towards train cars. Pushing towards that other site.
All momentum for Band of Misfits. C-Pills kind of only 1-0, but was carrying the bomb. Going to get dropped by Jacob Killer. It is a 3v4. People trading out for Western Outlaws. Going to bring it back to a 3v3.
Okay, so Western Outlaws doing much better than this one. Some longer range shots attempted there for the MP5. There's a Hail Mary or a Kobe RP. Nice bomb is planted at A. 40 seconds to go is Red Dude, Bad Dude, and the rest of the Band of Misfits trying to get in here. Nice longer range shot. He knows exactly where to go, looking for the rooms, but it's going to be death from above from a different angle.
Cynical going big, getting the double on a 4 streak after starting out. Well, actually not on a 4 streak anymore because he did die in between those 4. So but on a 2 streak this round, he's 4-1 going big with the M4.
First 2 rounds, attack and defense, where he takes not 1 but 2 kills. I would say that Cynical is going to be doing a good job on the search and destroy player. If there's an alpha player, you know, the point man, right? That might be Cynical to look for over the side of Western Outlaws. And that can't come at a bad time here. Western Outlaws are technically down the series. They want to win this one, tie it back up, go on 4th, try and steal that respawn map, and then push it to that 5th map, that second search and destroy. They've been showing a lot more prowess here than they have in the Hardpoint.
True, and I mean, they're just content to keep playing this B site. That's kind of the strategy that a lot of teams like to go in the K7 League, is just stick towards the B crate side, get bombed down, and play for the retake.
C-Pill's actually gotten that one down here. Nicely done. So once again, B being the target of affection on this, looking for kind of side near crates, but it's going to be Jacob Killer on the other side of that one. We're looking at a Western Outlaws team that is a full 5.
3v5, but 30 seconds left. They need to push. But Illusion and Rad getting 2. That's big. It's now a 2v2. Out of nowhere, Band of Misfits turning this around. 1v1 because of Illusion. But Walls is going to clutch up to take the lead for Western Outlaws 2-1.
Nicely done. So what? 2 MP5s on the side of the Western Outlaws, 3 MP5s on the side of Band of Misfits, and of course the M4 being the only thing that you would not play outside the MP5. Detonation coming in. Only reason they, did your typical late 90s, like, last-second defuse there is obviously get a little bit of time towards your dead silence. It was not just for dramatic sake, I promise. Switching sides now. Do you believe that the Band of Misfits are going to be on attack again here? No, C-Pills just had... No, they were just on attack. Band of Misfits now on defense.
Yeah, they just got the bomb down B. Now they need to rally on defense to try to bring this back. Western Outlaws getting rolled the first round, but coming back strong. I mean, S&D is their strongest game mode, and they're showing why.
This is almost every player down south. Closer at Turbine here as Jacob gets not 1 but 2. Nice headshot on the first, sets up the second quickly. And just like that, Band of Misfits playing from behind significantly again. Cynical. This wouldn't be a search and destroy round unless he gets a kill.
True. I mean, just going big when they need him. C-Pills in the 1v5, not looking good for him. But kind of with bomb down, 30 seconds left, you kind of just looking at a loss for this round. I mean, drops 1, but you still got a lot of work to go.
Yeah, I'm going to be on board with him, at least as long as the hero doth live, right?
Or as long as it may be.
Yep, 20 seconds to go here. He's going to have his work cut out from his 1 falls. Now it's several more, but the shot's coming over from Boulder to put that man down the ground. Now, Western Outlaws coming through. 3-1 for them.
Showing why they're so comfortable in Gunrunner S&D. I mean, Band of Misfits need to change something up. Maybe pull out some more MP5s. I don't know. The M4s don't seem to be working for them.
Yeah, I'm always split on like mid-game weapon swaps. Now in Search and Destroy, obviously it's way easier given the round based. But I'm always up and down on that one. I feel like it can be really good. It can be really bad.
I mean, sometimes a change of pace is what you need, but sometimes it can kind of throw the game.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Now, if this gets down to like, yeah, I would say if Western Outlaws take this one again and then push this to a 4-1, then that is one of the moves that you can do, obviously. And at that point, why not, right? Just dump it all out the tank. No reason to leave any gas left in that one. They want to take this one and go up 2-0, but that is going to get so much less likely if we see our Western Outlaws team go 4-1.
And while all that was happening, it started off bad. Western Outlaws picked off the bomb carrier as they tried to smoke behind, but they evened it out to a 2-on-2. They need to win this round. Diggs needs to go big here. He's on a 3 streak.
Yeah, so 2v2, we saw what happened last time, and just like that, Band of Misfits taking this one. So last time Band of Misfits did even it up and then did fall. It's not going to be the same story this time. Band of Misfits now 2-3, making this much more manageable for themselves.
And Diggs started out 0-4, now 4-4 on the game on a 4 streak. That's a huge round for him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So that was what? Red Dude doing decent stuff, but really Cynical's game thus far. Now, like you said, this player on the side of Band of Misfits going 4-4, really showing out. That's Diggs again.
Yeah, Diggs popped off. Rad Dude supporting him. They just cleaned him out.
Looks like C-Pills has mostly been the one who's opting to run bombs from the side of Band of Misfits. I would be interested if they decide to do that again on offense, especially because C-Pills has a few kills, but when he's fallen, that has not gone well for him. Now Cynical, the star player for the side of Western Outlaws, downed a 2-3 situation. Band of Misfits at 2, Diggs now on that killing spree at 5.
Diggs feeling good with his MP5, dropping 5. Gonna see one up here. Oh, he's gonna drop down walls. He's gonna look for another one. There are 2 there. Jacob Killer and Brutal Ray is gonna try to play for the straight here with bomb down.
I gotta say, I am impressed with how the Band of Misfits can come through here and consistently, you know, start down, but end at least even. Now they've dropped one of them. They've taken one of them. We're gonna see how they do go, and that now with another Western Outlaws player falling is not gonna be money. Nicely done. That is Diggs now coming through 7-4. The man's made a kill streaks. What, he started out with 5, right? Or he started out with 4, winning this round with 5, and winning the previous round with 5, did die, but now another kill streak. Nicely done. Even it up just like that. Band of Misfits making it look easy.
Just going in, I mean, what you said earlier about how they started off bad and then turned out good for them in the end, that's just been the story of their season. They've been the worst seeding, made a late comeback to rally into playoffs, played the best team in the league, barely won in a 5-game series, and now they're here to win. They don't do it pretty, but they get it done.
Hey, well, you know what they say, man. It's not stupid if it works, right? It's not poor play if it works. And this is Call of Duty. You'll take if you're like me, you'll take a W anyway it comes.
It's true. I mean, the
1 minute, 20
Misfits
seconds.
don't have to play perfect.
Yeah, exactly. It can be as sloppy like that all day long. You want to go down to 1 as long as you take the round. That is all that matters, my friend. Nobody's gonna say bad things about it at that point. And now Band of Misfits coming through a slapping. That's a lot of MP5 action from Diggs there. 8-4 for this guy. Rad Dude Bad Dude. I've been messing up that name consistently, but Rad Dude Bad Dude also showing up here 6-6. 9-4, more than doubling up his Diggs, and just like that, that's gonna be what, only our 2nd or 3rd round where bomb didn't even get planted?
It was a team ace, and everybody on the side of Western Outlaws was erased by the end of it. Bomb didn't need to get planted. They played some TDM there.
Exactly, some old school first-person shooter. Love to see it. Now, on a solid little run as Band of Misfits, right? That's 3 games in a row now they have taken after going down 1-3. So, impressive performances by them, and just like that, they take the lead. Wait, right? 4-3?
Yeah, they were looking out. They only had 1 round, and they've just 3 unanswered. Now Western Outlaws on their back foot. Warmaster, usually one of their better ones, 2-7 on the day. You need to step up, but C-Pill's going to grab first blood.
So C-Pill is actually falling for his aggression on this one. Jacob Killer consistently seems to be the player who punishes others for aggression, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's their consistent holding alongside. If you overextend, you're going to get killed.
You're gonna have a bad time. Yeah, exactly. Just an anchor, as they would say. And just like that, Band of Misfits again making this look easy, just wiping 5. Did drop a couple. Was not a bloodless victory, but still impressive stuff. There was Badger coming flying through here. There was a huge pinch play there against multiple members of the Western Outlaws. Well coordinated there by the Band of Misfits.
That's just 4 unanswered round. The last 2 just playing immaculately with the bait and switch. Team fire at the same time. I mean, they're doing a good job.
I'm with it. What if we? I guess if the Western Outlaws won this round and then Band of Misfits won next to end this game at 6-4, that'd be pretty indicative score-wise of what we saw the first one at 250 to 162. It's always about the numbers. Nice slides there, Badger. Again, making it look easy.
Full W key gonna erase the first three members of Western Outlaws. Jacob Killer bringing it back to a manageable 2v3, but that was so aggressive.
That really was. I have to imagine that some dead silencers, something like that, was managed to be used to get all the way up there and out. B, being the target of affection again, is Coalition. That's Band of Misfits players are over on there. You know, I just realized this is what Outlaws and Misfits. It's like got a big old group of badasses here, everybody. Gay 7 League.
No one belongs, but one's trying to win the championship.
There it is. I love it, J-Flight. Nicely done, Kate. 7 ASI, Jacob Killer, but longer range. Is that a Scar?
Is that a Scar? C-Pills is pulling out the random gun swap. I mean,
well, you know, like you love to see like the nice, unique, beautiful flowers and think that the Grau is gonna do something in the meta now, but it's just M4, it's MP5, but C-Pills maybe come through with a whole other kind of joke with the Scar action. Up close and personal after KSI, Jacob Killer looked like he was going to be getting it done there after taking down one and evening it up. There was a lot of opportunity, but that was a nice flip around and really, really good job by the Band of Misfits. Now, again, man, the way they performed on our other respawn map, it's unfortunate, but I think this is going to be a 3-0.
that would be insane. I mean, Band of Misfits looking like the underdog had to get the story looking saucy and then just whopped the Western Outlaws.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Gotta call it like we see it, and that is the most accurate representation I could say of this game so far. Because again, there's not like an individual player I would say on the Western Outlaws that's performing poorly. Now, you know, numbers might tell a different story, but that's so situational on Search and Destroy. If there was like a breakdown on how they did on individual rounds, especially given who was alive, that might be a little bit different, but that would be very, very hard to read, stats-wise anyway. I think that maybe a little bit more coordination, like moving together as a team, but Search and Destroy, you get so much advantage off of these fast, long initial pushes that, you know, that may not have been the move. And with 9 rounds, yeah, it's not your full 11, but I feel like there's only so much time to get things done there, right?
It's true, and I mean, it's just a statement. I mean, Western Outlaws do not drop S&Ds, and they're just looking shook right now.
Yeah, this is a Western Outlaws team with their back against the walls in every way, shape, and form, ladies and gentlemen. Band of Misfits looking to close this one out 3-0. If they take our Hackney Yard Domination, our second respawn game type, and they'll have won for K7 Grand Finals here for Season number 1. Now, Season number 2 will be coming in soon, shortly. We'll get you an exact date on when that will be soon. But Season 1 entering in fiery, flashy formation with Band of Misfits taking on our Western Outlaws team. Band of Misfits shown so far to be the ones who are on fire.
I mean, no one can stop them. It's not about hitting the peak like the Western Outlaws did during the regular season. It's about peaking at the right time.
I can dig that. You know, might have been, throughout our tournament, not the most cleanest to play, but like we were saying earlier in our Search and Destroy, it's not stupid if it works. And if you're anything like me, anything like most competitive players, you'll take the W no matter how you get it. If that means going down to last player and Search and Destroy every single time, then so be it! I'll take the W.
For sure. I mean, we're starting to get ready for this map 3. Are we going to take a break in between, or are we just going to go right into it? No breaks or stop to the content.
There's a floating voice out there by the name of Spacefish that should be chiming in at any point here, telling me if we're going to take a short break in between, let these teams talk to each other a little bit, and let our last, I believe, Western Outlaws players get on in here. And the lack of an answer is going to tell me that I am... Run it. All right, got it. We're gonna push on. We're gonna be pushing on through. Let's look at the scoreboard here. Let's look at our scoreboard. Only one defuse from both sides. I have the multiple plants from both members of Western Outlaws. Band of Misfits. I think that was Diggs. Was that Diggs with 4 plants?
Started off 0-4 as death. Yeah, I mean, yeah. They had other ones.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah, so Diggs was really one slaying out. C-Pill's the one playing that objective all the way through. So, no, you shouldn't have individual roles in Call of Duty. I believe that's kind of like the accepted, best idea. I guess you could call it meta.
Mm-hmm.
But having players that can come through and do different things in different situations, especially given that there's never just a role that you're always going to run, given that you're going to be playing different teams, right? If you're always playing the same different team, maybe, okay, yeah, you have guys who come through and know, okay, I'm going to play this, I'm going to do that, given that you know what they're going to do, but this is just a different story through and through. You're playing with different teams. Now, on board here with Badger, see moving up to the top L, looking and finding one soon. Coalition, that's Band of Misfits, going to be doubling up in just a little bit if B does go their way.
That's a quick 2 kills from Badger. That's the way you want to start off, is they are going to drop this B point. That's the start you need from Band of Misfits. The War Master answering back with a double of his own. The only spark of life right now for Western Outlaws. Jacob Killer, just that consistent trading out as Rad Dude continues to hold.
I got to shout out War Master here, going on a little streak of his own. Now, he's all over on B, just took down Rad Dude, Bad Dude on B, but it looks like he's more trying to hold corners and play that anchor position to try and set up there. Now we have B going most of the way of Western Outlaws. That is all red. Now it's been neutralized, on its way back on over. This is Rad Dude, Bad Dude playing very valiantly, going to be pushed down for his Badger on over to C, providing that pressure.
War Master, that 4th streak coming to an end, but not before doing some damage on that B point. But Band of Misfits getting that solid push in with the help of Rad Dude and C-Pills. They're going to have that B point and that A point as Diggs gets a kill on War Master.
Just like that, now A going back on over to the way of Band of Misfits. They've been doing a good job of providing pressure onto the faraway points, right? Not the middle point of B, but the faraways, the A's and C's. And even if they do lose A and B, sending a single runner on over to C, given that it's very rare that you're going to have a player just sitting there or just respawning right out in front of you or anything else like that. This is Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I guess I shouldn't say that it's unlikely for a player to spawn in front of you, but we're going to remain positive through here.
We know who's the developer.
Yeah, not touching that one with a 6-foot pole, right? To keep it modern.
We love them. We love them. We love them.
Yeah, absolutely. On board here with Badger, he's put up a 6 and 6 performance, just like that, taking one and falling. Moving on along here, that's 6. So that's no 4. Excuse me. That's Rad Dude, Bad Dude over on B. 7 and 3, doing big things. Player who's gonna be going over to the Western Outlaws after this game. Now, if it's PC, if it's able to be said, do you know why the Band of Misfits are disbanding?
The Band of Misfits aren't the one. It's the Western Outlaws disbanding.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Okay.
No, you're good. I don't know exact reasons why, but I do know. So Cynical, the one on Western Outlaws who's been carrying, I believe he's the manager, and I believe he dropped Rad Dude, Bad Dude, or traded him in some way.
Got it. Okay.
Which is kind of biting him directly right now, as he's 8 and 3 with 4 defense on a 3 kill streak this life.
Gotcha. So a managerial role, not any bad blood or anything crazy like that. I get it.
No.
So just a strategic move. I can dig that. Anybody who's never managed a team before, and I haven't. Anybody who's never managed a team before, I don't think there's many points most people can make. So C-Pills with more unique kill on a brutal raise here, as Badger and more Diggs taking himself up a 2-piece. It looks like. Yeah, Diggs is on an 8 streak. Oh my God! Literally, while we're talking here, this guy goes on a 15 and 15 run, 15 and 5 run. Excuse me, that's 10. This would be a running rider if this was Halo.
Double digits for Diggs. That is huge. He's just continuing the dominance from the S&D as he gets shot by an explosive and followed up by Walsey. That's a sad way to end it. 16 and 5 on the day.
Yeah, the dream had to die at some point. All good things must come to an end. And for Diggs, he's going to be looking for another hole to keep it thematically. Now 60 to 41, side of Western Outlaws. Doubling up has been the Band of Misfits for a while. Halftime about minute 20, and I really don't see this flipping around momentum-wise before then. Now at halftime, anything can happen.
It's true. I mean, you got to take that shift in momentum, but it's just all Band of Misfits all day. And War Master, I expected him to step up, just hasn't been found in this series. You got to step up when you're needed. Not the championships is when they really need you to shine.
Yeah, no, I'm with it. When I say it all the time, right? Situations like this, final situations, this is the most pressure that you're going to be able to find in today's current situation, right? In our coronavirus quarantine life, that's what is really affecting the entire world right now. LAN competition is simply not possible. Now, that's the time you're going to have people screaming behind you, a whole bunch of people watching and stuff. That's when the real pressure is, but this is the most... Like, this really is the best practice that you can get outside of that, at least right now.
Especially for a lot of these players.
No, I'm with exactly right. Yeah, and that's another great point. LAN competitions aren't necessarily possible for everybody. Not everybody can travel like that. People have different jobs and everything else. But I guess just what I'm getting at is the pressure that comes through from here. It says a lot. Now, does it make didn't use pressure, and this team take diamonds. C-Pills with a little 3-piece. Looks like we're making diamonds over here for the side of Band of Misfits.
I mean, they are banding together, showing what happens when you have a good team. A solid team to rely on is going to get them the first round win, 86-64 on this Domination.
Yeah, halftime coming in. Solid little advantage going the way of Band of Misfits. Now, man, I said it before, and I do like being right with my predictions, but I also want Game 5s. I want Western Outlaws to come back on here, tie this one up, take the next one, then push it for the Ramaza Search and Destroy for a very close round 11. But based on what I've seen so far, the only thing I really have to say is Band of Misfits looks like they're really coming through. They've shown, they've shown domination on domination. I don't know. I can't think of anything more unique to say than that.
It's just
Top
so
LP so
wild.
far. War Monster over the top to find a couple kills, but it's me Diggs who's taking down 2 so far.
Diggs is just looking like the sheriff that's going to bring these Western Outlaws to justice. Everybody doubted the Misfits, but when it came down to it, no one could stop them. No one could get rid of them. They just kept fighting, and now no one can stop them.
Yeah, this is a Band of Misfits team that know this just as well as we do. They could sit on B and not even take it, not even capture it, and just run this timeout at this point. It's almost a keep away kind of situation. 4 minutes, 20 seconds is a long time to do that. Obviously, they want to take B, and now with 4 players on, that's going to go very, very quickly. Now they're doubling up yet again, a 23-point lead for the side of the Band of Misfits. Outlaws looking to stop this in its tracks. This is their last opportunity here, J-Flight.
They're trying their hardest, but Rad Dude is rolling around with C-Pills, and they're just taking every flag they want. He has 8 points on the day, and no one can kill him until a nade drops and Cynical clears out the rest. That's kills, but it's a little bit too late. You got to be turning up now.
Oh, looking for the neutralization on A, so that's neutralized, but just like that, B and C both going the way of blue. Now, I gotta say, it really seems like players on both sides are finding a lot of value with these explosives. These frags, these simtexes are doing a lot to interrupt the momentum of individual team fights. A lot of times, one of these explosions come through and at least gets damage on, if not a really important kill on these, then team fight goes away if whoever just got the explosive kill.
And you usually see a lot more trophy systems in this league, but you haven't seen them in these points, and they're adapting.
Yep, that was a very good point. Yeah, that was where I was going next, I promise. 95 now for the Western Outlaws. They've done a great job of coming close to, tying this up. They've been doubling up for a little while, and they're only about 7 points away now.
And I mean, Jacob Killer, usually on the M4, but he pulled out the MP5 and is on a 4 streak, trying to get more personal on the 5 streak now. That's a bloodthirsty for Jacob Killer. As Badger jumps and pushes him, he's going to get taken down. Badgers aren't meant to fly. Jacob's going to kill him on the way down. 20-11 on the game. A triple stack domination for Western Outlaws as they try to take the lead here. Jacob Killer going to get dropped by Badger.
There's a long-range B push for C-Pills. Badger taking up that one as we Cynical whipping around and taking out a 2-piece. Looking lost as Badger and C-Pills taking out the 3-piece. Illusion drops as well. He is not dreaming. Now, Cynical rotating back on around towards C. Be given the time and affection that is necessary here. Now C going their way, and we're going to be looking at a Western Outlaws team that is continuing to double up.
What a way to turn it around just like that. They are 8 points in the league. A triple point stack will get you there quick. Cynical 50 and 50 on the game, but stepping up where he needs to on the 4 streak. Gonna get dropped by Rad Dude Bad Tube.
A little bit of progress, but that's stopped right there. Band of Misfits look like they have just everywhere they go, they get stopped where they dropped. Or they get dropped where they... Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got you. I mean, they're just going 1 for 1 all day. Be the master of the 1 for 1, and then you gotta take over.
Now Cynical pushing on over towards A. This is exactly what the Western Outlaws are going to be looking at. Drop down, and that MP5 sings true again. Nicely done. Cynical playing the objectives perfectly.
Oh, man, he's not going to see Rad Dude on his left. That's
Almost
unfortunate. Oh, he's going to drop a War Master as well for the double. That's big for Rad Dude. They're going to get A.
Yeah, but B is neutralized, so this is a Western Outlaws team who's not getting anything for right now. If it's flipping around back over towards Band of Misfits, they're doing a great job at starting it.
I mean, Domination, you see the kills just going back and forth. They're slaying each other out. The grenades from Walsey, but Rad Dude only able to get one and then get out. As he pushes in, C-Pills gets another Band of Misfits are making this push for this B point. They're going to neutralize it right here, but they get smoked out and contested. It's 128-139. Western Outlaws are trying to time this one out.
I gotta say, I love what both of these teams are doing. Like, you know, B is usually going to be the eye of affection, but when they realize that's simply lost, sending the runner on over to A or C is going to be the name of the game. Now, 5 seconds, they're down by 7 here. This is a Band of Misfit team. If they take this, if they keep it, double it up all the way. No, but I think that Western Outlaws is now done that. There's only 4. Yep, there's no chance. Western Outlaws have taken this round.
All Band of Misfit. Oh, man, they got the kills when they needed, but it was just a little bit too late. 12 seconds left as Western Outlaws are going to take this on the very tip of their toes. 145-148 probably.
Yep. And if C had been neutralized and they'd taken this 2 right there, then it would have been 146-146. And I actually don't know what happens in that situation. I guess it goes to the next 5 seconds. Not sure.
I've never seen anything like that in Domination.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like what?
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
Down by 2 at 144-146. If Western Outlaws C had been neutralized and they didn't get it for that second, because otherwise it would have gotten 147 at the 5 second. I'm not sure.
It would have ticked and tied. I don't know what the rule is at that point though. I've never seen it.
Yep, no idea. Diggs going big here, 32-21. As Western Outlaws have now struck back. A great job. I have to wonder what it was. You know, what were the communications there between mid-game? Because I guarantee you there was some. 7 defends from Illusion, 21 and 19 for that player. Big stuff coming out from him. Rad Dude, Bad Dude, and C-Pills both with 11 captures, playing a very, very aggressive game. Cynical with 11 on the other side, 19 and 21. Some defends to boot as well.
It's true, and I mean, someone you don't usually see stepping up for the side of Outlaws, the Western Outlaws, is Walsey. He popped off this game. I mean, it's 27-25, but like you don't usually see him almost dropping 30.
Yeah, especially on the Domination. And now it did go the distance all the way to time, of course. But yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I love when I just like Domination on time, not necessarily or on points maximum. Excuse me, not on time. I think on time it allows for runaway games to just maybe go on a little bit longer than they need to, especially if you're talking about things that require stats. Then there's a lot of stat padding and those come through. But we will go to a very short intermission. We'll be back with you guys as these teams talk again and see if Western Outlaws can come through and, you know, put up that second, tie it on up, push it on to our Game 5. Game 4 will be on Gunrunner, and it will be our hardpoint again. Do not tune away.
To keep you
And we are back live here with our finals. This is the K7 Season 1 finals. I'm FBI Tugboat, joined here with J-Flight, with Spacefish down there producing away, making our jobs as casters just so much easier. And we got the Band of Misfits taking on Western Outlaws. Band of Misfits up 2-1 in the series. After they came through, really slapping on the Domination. You know, it seemed like, at least at halftime, they're up about 25 points. In that one out, 146-149, about as close as a score margin as you can get. Now, Band of Misfits looking to close this one out. Gunrunner Gunrunner Hardpoint. Might as well be our search and destroy if we go down to our game 5. J-Flight, talk to me. What's going on?
I mean, we thought we were gonna bring out the brooms for the clean sweep, but Western Outlaws brought it back.
They really did. Impressive stuff. I've been searching searching the soul, searching the mind about what it was. You know, what was the single factor that swung momentum towards the side of the Western Outlaws? There was something at halftime that they talked about. Can you provide me any insight there?
I mean, something changed where they just started sending Cynical to start capping as fast as Rad Dude was. I mean, they kind of had a roll on where they had 11 cap points. And I mean, Cynical only had like 3 going into the first half.
Okay, so kind of identifying the threat on the other side and then matching it pound for pound. I'm with it.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Okay, we're going to be starting any second now. We have all in here, and we do have our... No, we don't. That's only 2 coalition players.
I do think we are still having a problem with the host, right? Or did someone get in?
No, this is only showing certain... No, we have all 5 for both sides. We're going in! We're getting this started. Gunrunner, back to Gunrunner. Now, we know what happened last time, right?
I mean, it looked real good for Band of Misfits, but I thought they were gonna take it last game. They kind of showed some signs of shakiness. If you're Western Outlaws, this is the time to put your put your foot on the gas and just run it down.
No, I'm with it. I'm with it. No reason to leave anything left in the tank. This is the grand finals. This Badger, Diggs, Sea-Pills, Red Dude, Bad Dude, and Illusion for the side of Band of Misfits. Western Outlaws made up of Warmaster, Cynical, Brutal, Walls, and Jacob Killer. Now, Western Outlaws looking to avoid same kind of situation they had last time, a 250-162 loss in our first hardpoint. Search and Destroy going 6-3 the way of Band of Misfits as well, and then a very, very close match on the Hackney Yard. Domination 146-149 for them. Now, first point here, absolute cemetery, absolute killing fields here, like it always is.
I mean, Jacob Killer, they started him off with the MP5. He's usually been their M4 guy, but starting off 4-0 before getting dropped. That's why they got the first 11 points of this game.
Solid little advantage going the way of Western Outlaws. They're looking to ride that momentum all the way through here and tie it up as soon as they can. Bad Dude, doing bad things on point. Shots from behind, nobody inside of Band of Misfits able to get back in there. Oh my god, getting clotheslined with the M4 shots from Cynical.
Almost got the world star, but staying strong is Cynical. As they're trying to keep this lead, they've got it's 30-2, looking really good for the Western Outlaws to start. You got to regroup if you're a Band of Misfits. The kills don't matter if you're not getting the OBJ time.
No, I'm with it. I'm with it. This is looking like a little bit of a different Band of Misfits team. Now, we do see, I mean, it was Ramaza first time, now, obviously, over on the Gunrunner map. But I don't think that really is, the game, game type's the same. You're playing the same players, playing the same team, playing the same opponents. I don't see that as necessarily a reason why it should be that much different outside of, again, what Western Outlaws did at halftime in our last Domination round.
It's true, and going into this warehouse, I mean, they're going to have a nice setup to get a lot of chunks off of this point. As Diggs jumps into a smoke and gets cleared out with the rest of the team. Sea-Pills and Diggs getting the triple together. As they all spawn right in front of him, he's going to get gunned.
Oh my, yeah. That's a nice spawn here from the the offending squad. That's the Western Outlaws, as Band of Misfits now topping him 44-45 now to 39. And it looks like they're going to be getting most of the rest of this hard point now. The rotation comes through. Bad Dude trying to cut off the supply lines. That's the respawn lines of the side of Western Outlaws. Done a good job so far. Trophy system out. Now, that's what we've been looking for. There's always a trophy system on this point, though. Always. This is always just grenade alley. There's always going to be, death from above when it comes to grenades. So, makes sense. Diggs! Right. Oh, my goodness! 12 and 5, 4-piece for this guy. Only 1 second on the hill will be forgiven by anybody watching him.
Especially making plays like that. 12 and 5. Band of Misfits after getting a full 60 seconds on that point 2, get the rotation and are taking a majority. They've gotten half of this point 3 as well. That's just great rotation and team holding. Holy
Jake,
cow.
like, this has been just completely narrated all the way through of just absolutely monumental 180-degree shifts in momentum. That was the Western Outlaws that did it in halftime in the Search and Destroy. Now the Band of Misfits are coming through and they are slapping.
It's just all green in the kill feed, trying to get this green, get this set. I mean, it's just a testament to how crazy the momentum can shift. Any team can look like they can win at any moment.
We've been talking about Diggs a lot. Huge plays from this guy. Illusion is 9-1. He has 10 times. Okay. He had to die right then just to mess up the numbers. 10-2 is still very good. Quintupling up at 5 times his kills to deaths. Easy stuff. Or at least he's making it look easy, excuse me. A lot of grenade kills coming out. That's Badger and C-Pills picking up one of their own. Bad dude, looking to keep it traditional, killing out players with that MP5. C-Pills not to be outdone. Got a couple of his own. Bad dude gonna fall for his aggression on that one, but this is all Band of Misfits on the left side of this kill feed, and that's where they want to live.
The slaying power of the Misfits when they fight together, but Jacob Killer might have a really good flank, but he's going to hesitate for a second and get shot in the back by Rad Dude. That's a big turning point, but the Western Outlaws are going to get seconds on this point. That's a good clear by Brutal Arrays.
Yeah, nicely done. So Diggs has already gone over here. C-Pills managed to find himself another kill streak. So that's what? That's Diggs, C-Pills, and Illusion are all absolutely popping off. Bad dude at 12-7, not doing poorly himself. Badger at 11-10, keeping this one positive with 27 seconds up. This is C-Pills who's continuing to pop off.
7 streak for C-Pills as Brutal Arrays slides by. That's going to be 8, but he's going to get pushed by 2. A team kill is going to happen. We're going to give that his credit, but 8 kills before he gets dropped.
Yeah, that's just nutty stuff. Absolutely nutty stuff. Meanwhile, Diggs over here finding kills like he's finding lint in his pocket. Oh my god. Why is C-Pills doing... Like, he's still alive. Okay, there you go. Fine. I was going to say, he just got pinched on by like 3 different members of Western Outlaws, and the man should have died. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just going to call it like I see it. But he stayed alive for another few seconds on top. Indicative of a very skillful Call of Duty player all the way through.
Hey, sometimes survivability is an asset,
Oh,
but when you're getting
100%.
slayed out, you can't stop it.
I'm with it. Looking at almost tripling up now is Band of Misfits. J-Flight, I'm not sure if we're going to even see halftime.
It might not happen. They're looking to take it. They are kind of mad that they dropped a map. They wanted the sweep, but they're trying to end it in 4.
They want to keep it clean. 50 seconds to go here as Western Outlaws taking every point that they can be given. Back on to point number 1. C-Pills actually does get a teammate, unfortunately, but I do believe Warmaster would have killed Bad Dude anyway. He wasn't really necessarily looking this way, so...
Hey, it's all the mind game. Keep all the kills on the side of Band of Misfits.
There you go. There you go. Even after yeah, exactly. Do not let your opponent get any kills, even if you have to kill your teammates who are low.
It's an honorable death as they trade out. C-Pills getting the double, getting traded by Brutal Arrays.
You know, C-Pills actually managed to find out another one, but Brutal Array is taking one but 2. A headshot and then wallbang. We've seen that a couple different times here. Oh, it's going to happen very frequently when players are gotten a little bit of damage on, trying to pull back a little bit. C-Pills getting up close and personal, popping right in the head as members of Band of Misfits looking to rotate on along.
And Badger right now on the 3 streak, 18-11, might have a really good flank on the side of Western Outlaws. This could be devastating. As Band of Misfits hit 200, he's going to drop one. That's 4. He's going to peek another. Brutal Arrays is going to drop him.
48 seconds is what's necessary for the Band of Misfits to take this one. That would be almost an impossible feat, given that they would have to take this instantly and not have any contests. But, you know, Western Outlaws doing exactly what they need to start this off with. Taking the lion's share of this. It's only been contested with Band of Misfits.
They're just fighting for every inch. Western Outlaws are trying their hardest to just break triple digits. But Band of Misfits won't let them get there. As Diggs and Illusion team up for 4. Diggs gonna get another. That's a wipe from the side of Western Outlaws. All Band of Misfits on that point.
I sneeze when I get excited sometimes. I'm sorry about that. That's actually a real life thing. I don't know why.
That's
Diggs here.
exciting.
26 and 16. 30 seconds on. Very solid numbers all the way through. Again, this has been Band of Misfits all on that left side where they kill. You die on the right, you kill on the left. Next point on, about 5 seconds, only 25 necessary for the side of Band of Misfits. They could take garbage time on the ass end of, what, 5 different hard points and take this W.
I mean, you have to be solid if you're Western Outlaws. This is where you have to grit down. It's game time. You give up even a point, and you're going to lose this game. You only have 22 seconds left. But War Master gonna get the knife on Rad Dude as the kills get traded out.
All right, yep. And this might be the beginning of the end here. C-Pills pushes on in. Nice spawn, actually. Nicely done. So that's Western Outlaws getting that very, very good spawn right there and able to answer on this hardpoint very quickly.
It was looking good until Band of Misfits stuck himself with... Oh, stun grenade kill. Don't even care about
I always love those. They're so rare. I just love calling them out.
The tactician on the side of Western Outlaws. That's crazy as Rad Dude tries to retaliate.
Using every tool in his disposal to put down members of the Western Outlaws. Interesting stuff. Now, 20 points only necessary for the side of Band of Misfits. They have members rotating on along. The sequence of hard points always the very, very predictable one. But a whole lot of kills coming up for Western Outlaws, them taking that left-hand position so far. Steeple is trying to get something done, but Jacob Killer has something else for him.
It's so hard to hold this point with how open it is, and with smokes on the point, they haven't seen Badger just laying right underneath them. They're going to drop a couple. There's one right on him. He gets knifed by War Master. Oh, no. They're going to hold throughout all of that action.
Up close and personal. Yeah, that's exactly what they needed. So they gave up a couple points there, literally like 2. So Western Outlaws in the first 30 seconds of that, but slapping back is the side of Band of Misfits, getting the kills that is necessary, but not getting in the point until just
They can win off this.
They can. The contest coming through. They need 17 seconds. Now 18. Now they cannot win on this hard point. That is money for Western Outlaws.
They're doing such a good job just retaking instantly, but Badger's going to take his MP5, get a double, clear him off the point, but he's not going to take any of this garbage time. Walls is going to get all the time he needs as they have to rotate. Still 17 seconds left to win. Western Outlaws have gotten 60 points to the Band of Misfits 12.
Yeah, Western Outlaws are decently set up back here, but Band of Misfits, what they need is just to crack this once and then take a little bit less than a third of this hard point. Starting off here, we're looking at C-Pills right now coming in. He's being very, very cautious as he needs to. Not finding anything quite yet. Players laying down shots, in shots, out, and now Band of Misfits is taking it. Depending on where the Western Outlaws spawn, might be the end of this game here, J-Flight.
10 seconds left. You gotta rush the point. This is all or nothing right here. Badger's gonna get team killed by C-Pills, but C-Pills wants to kill everything. That's a triple, including his own teammate. There's 8 seconds left. 7. Get in the point, Outlaws.
Oh my god, C-Pills going on a 6th run, and all of those happen about the same amount of seconds, 250, and Band of Misfits are your K7 Season 1 finalist winners. Nicely done. A run here from the side of Band of Misfits, answered in kind by the Western Outlaws. They went on a something like a 70-point run, going down from under 100 to get this one up to 174. A much better performance in every way, shape, and form. 3-1 victory for the side of Band of Misfits. They've earned this one all the way through, J-Flight.
C-Pills turns into the juggernaut to secure those last 7 points, kills everything.
39 and 23, and with 40 seconds on point.
What a god.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Gotta call that one. Yeah, at least the MVP for that game. That is absolutely dominating. Now, 30 for 12 from Illusion. I have to shout that one out as well. I mean, you're almost cracking 40 kills. That's huge, but Illusion coming through with just a vastly low amount of kills. 12 kills for him. The only one who's in the teens. And with 30 kills, and with a minute 45, dude. And with 9 defense. Excuse me, C-Pills, I gotta give it to Illusion. That was very, very, very good. But between the ratio on kills and the time, more than twice to the 42 seconds, I'm giving it to him. Illusion was your big banger here for the finals in the last domination round on Gunrunner. Very nicely done. Band of Misfits taking this all the way.
That's crazy. Everybody thought they'd be eliminated first, but they knew from the start. If you ask their owner, he knew from the start that they were going to win the championship. No one believed him, but they proved it here today. Broken Thumb Badger with the sides of Illusion, Rad Dude, Bad Dude, C-Pills. They took it 3-1 in this K7 championship.
Yeah, it really, really looked like that was going to be a 3-0, but I have to shout out Western Outlaws. That is Jacob Killer, that is Cynical, that is Walls, that is Brutal, and that is War Master. That was an absolutely inspirational performance on the nomination. Coming back from getting almost doubled up on to a 149-146 movement, especially when they're looking at a 3-0 sweep. Fantastically done. Pressure makes diamonds. They shone out in that domination, excuse me. Just the performance on hardpoint, unfortunately, being a little bit lacking.
It's true. I mean, It's an honorable way for the Western Outlaws to exit the K7. It's been a pleasure seeing them play throughout, but
Yes, sir.
Band
Yes,
of
sir.
Misfits brought it today.
Yes, they did. I do believe, J-Flight, that has reached my least favorite part of any broadcast, and that, of course, is the end. I'm FBI Tugboat. Casting with has been with J-Flight, Spacefish, down there in producer's box, producing away, making our job just so much easier, and we do appreciate him. Once again, this is the Band of Misfits 3-1ing the Western Outlaws after some absolutely fiery play in our K7 Season 1 finals. Be sure to follow away, and tune in next time for some fiery K7 action.
Have a good one, guys.
Just before we go, Hero, hello. Welcome. Now, I don't want to say that I'm good at predicting things, because I'm not. I called a 3-0. I was wrong, but it ended up being a 3-1. Band of Misfits. Yeah. So, Hero, Season 2, do we have an official start date?
We are confirming rosters tomorrow for Season 2, man. Excited to see all the 16 teams that are going to confirm tomorrow. And as soon as we get the confirmation Tuesday, we will be giving the announcement for our Season 2 preseason start date, so we can do all the seeding for the tournament. Will be a pretty fun couple matches before the actual season gets underway. Hopefully, all the teams are prepped and ready to go, as roster lock is tomorrow. It will be a very important day for every roster consideration to be made before they get into the Season 2.
All right, well, Band of Misfits wins. Band of Misfits now gonna have a nice little merch shop. I really do want to know if it's the old or the new logo. And I gotta admit, in game, that green looked hella clean. So I kind of am digging the green a whole lot more than I did now. It's pretty nice.
I'm digging the green
nice.
too.
Well, Hero, what's our plans now? We're here at the end. This day came too soon. The Season 1's already gone,
day did.
and it's a shame. So
Wonderful casters, man. We shout out to Tugboat and J-Fly for coming out for Season 1 casting. Hopefully we see them back Season 2. It's been an amazing crew here running match day. Shout out to all the refs, all the hosts, all the data entry guys. Carrie, I know you're watching this because you religiously watch K7. It is your religion. And Cynical too. And, shout out to our public relations department. Shout out to everybody that makes K7 happen, man. It's been an awesome Season 1. We finally went through 17 weeks of hell to get to this very last day, which is the finals. 3-1 Band of Misfits, man. They take a big win after their big Cinderella turnaround after week 10.
Now we have to give the biggest shout out we possibly can to the thing that's really made this league what it is, and that's Spacefish fuck ups, including the controller disconnection today, teams being labeled wrong, viewing dead bodies, miscalling things. Really gotta love those moments. Hashtag stop fucking spamming me. But I love you guys. You guys are great. Yeah, we're messing up.
Hashtag your bandwidth.
We were having a rough time today. We were having frame skips and everything. Yeah, it's real rough. Season 2 gonna be a whole lot cleaner. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking pumped. I'm so ready for this shit.
I'm ready for it too, man. I'm ready to see all 16 teams play. Shout out to Rated who came out to watch. I know you're in the shout box. Big team coming up in the in Season 2, along with Arctic. It's going to be a big rivalry for a lot of teams. KT also watching in the YouTube, along with RGN Insurgents, man. Coming up big here. Broken Thumb Badger spamming it into the shout box. Big shout out to them, man. They been here with a big support, big audience. We're just really excited to get Season 2 underway.
Well, Badger making his
here.
debut in this league through Band of Misfits has really set him up to go into his Season 2 team. I don't believe he's sticking with Band of Misfits, but I can't wait to see him compete more. He slaughtered. We saw some amazing plays and feeds tonight that I can't wait to see clipped and put up onto the YouTube. Maybe a good little highlight reel and player introduction, because tonight, Band of Misfits showed that they dominate. They showed that they are the team to beat, and coming into Season 2, they're the ones you're going to have to try to take down, because I don't think you can.
Yeah, absolutely. Badger's a very, very heavily invested player in the league, and RGN Insurgents, man, they're lucky to have him. It's going to be an interesting season. coming season 2, and we're gonna see some of that on the very first new official outro here, or it's the intro that we use. But you see his name be spilled out a few times, man. Big highlights from Badger. Big love to Badger Kane as well. Big players coming in season 2, man. Big players coming in.
All right, well, folks, that's going to do it for today, for this season. It was a hell of a ride, and it was a bumpy one to get here. And I think Band of Misfits noticed that more than anyone, but they came out on top just like K7 is going to, I believe. Nonetheless, I've been A_spaced_fish on Twitter. This has been Heroism7 on Twitter, I believe.
I believe so, yeah.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you when we return. Bye!
Using Kane with the
Didn't stop it, he knew it was about to happen! Wait a moment!
I see it now, I see it now.
Let it do it to you, bad shit! What? 8th Street!
To show to you that I'm more good than I am bad.
Stop it! They have a family! Don't do it to them!
And I'll be somewhere that you need me, and I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
1v5! And he's sniped by Illusion! Remedy gonna get gunned again! That was a great nade by Mayo.